So ladies and gentlemen, here I have found an Australian archer, so who's participating in Mongolian archery. So good day to you.
Thank you very much.
So when did you come to Mongolia, and is this your first time participating in Mongolian archery?
Correct. So I've come to Mongolia 2 years ago, and I've had a love and a passion for archery since I was such a very early age. And knowing that Mongolia has such a strong culture in archery, I couldn't wait to pick it up and get my hands on a traditional bow and learn to master the bow. And since it's been a pretty hectic journey to master the bow, I traditionally shoot 3 fingers, but obviously Mongolians, they have to shoot with the thumb ring.
Yes.
So to not only learn and understand how the horn bow works and traditional birchwood arrows, use a thumb ring. So this has been a painful experience, having to learn how the thumb ring works and to master it.
So how long did it take for you to master Mongolian archery?
So I started about 6 months ago and have some really good coaches here from the Gobi Altai team. And probably four weeks of solid training, probably shot 5,000 arrows just to get this right. And even still, a few arrows go a little bit wayward downrange because my release is not as clean as it should be. So, and then obviously influenced by the weather, everything changes. It's very, very difficult archery.
So how many have you hit?
That's a very good question. Do we have to answer that one? So I shot 16 arrows, and I think I've got about 4 points so far.
So how did you get to learn Mongolian archery? So the history. So what fascinated you? So was that your childhood since you liked archery?
I mean, archery's been in my blood since a very early age. I used to hunt rabbits in the hills in Australia. They're quite small, and knowing that your great leader conquered the world using the bow and sword, and having such a strong culture in archery here, I was always going to come here and shoot archery. And I've met some really fantastic archers here, and one in particular who has a really good knowledge of the history of the Mongolian bow, and that's helped me understand the culture of this country. So all I got to do now is just keep shooting. It might take another 1,000,000 arrows before I finally get there, but I still have a few more years left in Mongolia. So who knows? Maybe a couple of years now, I might be up there with a big badge on my hat.
So are you going to keep practicing archery and keep participating in Naadam?
Absolutely. My daughter, she shoots Naadam. She came second 2 days ago, and it's within our household. Our house looks like an archery shop at the moment. There's arrows and bows everywhere. So we'll obviously during winter we have to adopt a different bow. The horn bow doesn't shoot too well in cold conditions, so we'll use other types of bow, and we'll continue to shoot all winter, the rest of summer and all winter. So we got a bit more of a competitive edge when we come back in the summer next year.
So what do you think about the Mongolian archers, your fellow archers?
Fantastic. They're really, really friendly people. They can't help me enough. So every time I come to the range, I'll probably have 5 or 6 different archers come up and correct me on my technique. One will say something a little bit different to the other one, but you need to adopt as much information as you can and find out what works for you.
So how was yesterday's archery? So
yesterday was really cold, wet and windy, and we have aiming marks on our hand, and I must have had like 20 different aiming marks. As the day progressed, the bow got weaker, then the bow got stronger, so that affects the trajectory of the arrow downrange. So it was a very difficult day yesterday. So I've got a lot more work to do, lots of work to do to get better.
So do you have anything you would like to add?
Well, I think it's fantastic to be able to have the opportunity to come to Mongolia and participate in such a unique sport and a historical sport. I get very excited to compete in competitions. I get to wear the dell and traditional dress, and I wear it with great pride, knowing that I'm participating in a historic sport, and to have the fantastic opportunity to compete alongside some of the most fantastic archers, I think, in the world.
So, have you studied like archery competitions of the early age of Mongolian Empire?
No, I've had just to learn to shoot the bow and arrow so far. That's enough. I'll keep that for later on. No, I have a fantastic teacher he knows a lot of history and we've become good friends. So that'll be something we do during winter time when we can't shoot as much. We'll take the time to sit and study.
So, can you introduce yourself and just send a greeting to all of the Mongolians and all of the world?
Okay, Samar, my name is Robert Stutzel. I'm from northwestern Australia. And thank you for allowing me to shoot in your fantastic competition in Mongolia. And I look forward to the next few years participating as much as possible and help try and promote Mongolian archery here and back home in Australia.
For MNB World, I'm Batnasan Batsachen, reporting from the archery field.
Coming to Mongolia?
It is. It is my first time. I got in yesterday, and it's been really incredible so far.
And have you, is it your first time watching like this sport?
It is. It's so interesting. I was trying to figure out exactly how it works. It seems like they're very accurate when they flick it.
What do you find most interesting about Mongolia, like overall?
I think the people seem like very kind people and calm, and I'm excited to spend a little bit more time here. We're here for about 2 weeks. I think archery would be really cool to try.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice holiday today.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we are done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice. First time in Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar. We had a couple of days. We were walking around the city, and it's quite impressive. And it's first time here in Naadam, and it looks very amazing. Actually, we get to know some new sports we didn't know before. It's very nice.
Have you heard about knucklebone shooting before?
Not yet. Before I saw it now, I didn't even know that this sport is existing, and like to shoot with a bone. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, by sitting among the shooters, what do you find it most interesting?
It's, traditional. I think they look very unique with their clothes, with how they are concentrate on these sports. I cannot believe that it's such a serious sport, but it looks very amazing. If I could try, I will try in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. By practicing this sport, one become really humble man and learn from elders and look at himself very well. For Naadam Festival, I hope every shooters best of luck.